You found it. The first ever video on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support. These videos usually find their way onto TikTok and I split them up into multiple parts, but a supporter of mine said it'd be great if I brought them all together and made a long form video for people to watch from start to finish on YouTube. So I've done exactly that. If you prefer to watch things in smaller parts, go over to TikTok, Mike Durham VA, you can find me on there and watch loads of my other videos in smaller chunks. From now on, I'm going to be uploading the full videos onto this channel, and I really hope you enjoy it. For this one, we're looking at the Disney Marvel comic about Obi-Wan Kenobi called Youngling's Challenge. This is part 1 in the set of, I think, 5 or 6 comics, and I will be reading them all. As I said, we're a little bit further down the line over on TikTok. If you want to jump over there and look at some of those further videos, you can, but if you want to wait and watch it all in one, this is the place to be. Please like, please subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Let's get into it. Thank you.
A storm approaches. Not rain, never rain. In all my time on this planet, I've witnessed rain only once. The rain came a mere 4 days after I arrived here, and it hasn't returned since. That was, almost 20 years ago now. No, this is a storm of sand, the kind of dust that blinds and chokes if you're unlucky enough to be caught out in it. It seems clear now across the desert, but that is part of the storm's mischief. Even the Jundland wastes are deceptively quiet. But in only a few hours' time, the storm will ravage all, raking even across the salt flats enveloping the moisture farmers there. I pray they heed the same forewarnings as I. I've learned to feel it. The drop in pressure, the kind of crack in the air, the weight of the heat, the peculiar whispers of the wind, the way my Iopia Carni lies down, facing the walls of the hut, eyes closed. Yes, this will be a bad one. I prepare as best as I can. And then I wait. Waiting. A task which I am well acquainted. I don't catalogue every sandstorm. I would run out of paper, of ink, out of entire journals. But this one comes just as I sense some kind of a change, a surge in darkness, one that honestly frightens me. And despite the heat, I feel the cold shiver that comes from being alone. I remember this kind of solitary shiver. Garen? What? Were you hiding here? Garen, where are you? Garen? Out here to see the stars? Pretty tough on Coruscant with all the city lights. Not if you know how to look. Dreams again? Nightmares. I can see his face. I have no memory of him, but in the dreams I see him, and I know it's him. What? What does he look like? He's terrified, screaming in great pain. Something horrible is going to happen to him. I can feel it. You know you can't be up here, or even out of your room at this hour. Obi-Wan, what I saw, it's real. It's going to happen. Have you told Master Yoda? He said what I see may not be the truth, but what if it is? Then I need to save him. Garen, we're leaving for Ilum soon, for the gathering. I have to go. I have to. Please, Master Yoda can help. The other Jedi. You can't leave. Garen, the Kaibuk clan. They need you. I need you. You're my only friend. That's not true. You're loved in the clan, so much so. But if it weren't for you... No, you've earned your place yourself. But tell me, Obi-Wan, these dreams of my father, which are just as real as any moment in reality, tell me you wouldn't do the same. Goodbye, Obi-Wan. May the Force be with you. Garen! Coruscant is a city planet of layers, level upon level upon level, almost never-ending, a metropolitan abyss. At its highest pinnacles lay gilded privilege, at its bottom unimaginable horrors. Even at my age I knew that Garen Rand would not be able to get off the planet from its peaks. A Jedi youngling would simply not be able to stow away among the wealthiest officials and castes of Republic society. She would likely seek her escape lower, which meant I might have an opportunity to stop her before she did something foolish and possibly got hurt. Therefore, I did something foolish as well, with great risk of getting hurt. I broke the temple code. She was fast, agile, but even after I lost sight of her, I continued to search for her for what felt like hours. I tried to remember what little training I had. I reached out with the Force and followed her as best as I could. What I'd said to her was true. She protected me, guided me. In times of indecision, uncertainty, conflict, Garen was always there. She was strong, She protected me like none other had before in my life. I had indeed faced a battery of tests within the temple, quite grueling at times, really. But that night I experienced my first true challenge.
Hold it, you runt!
That was when I tried something that up until then I'd only studied in texts. I'm of no use to you, no value. Something meant to realign the weaker-minded.
He's of no value!
You moron! He's clouding your head, using a Jedi mind trick! All right then, I don't want to hurt any of you.
Come on, boy, let's go! Hey!
I beckoned and the Force answered. In those seconds I felt like I was in water, but not yet fully able to swim. Still, I managed to stay afloat. Ah! If only for a moment. That's my friend, you nerf herder.
Stop, all of you! Young Garen Rand, I pay good credits for these men. Well, decent credits.
Then tell them hands off, Nodrus. The Zabrak's name was Nodrus K. Garen had encountered her maybe an hour previous. I didn't know it at the time, and if you'd explained it to me then, I wouldn't have understood. But Nodrus K was a ranking lieutenant in the criminal organization Black Sun. Are you okay? Fine. Odd new friends of yours. You're my friend. Nodrus is just helping me get off-world. We're both smart enough to know she won't do that for free. What does she want in return?
Insightful little Jedi. It's Eoden silver, worth more than a month of smuggling spice, I'll tell you.
Is that what you've been hiding under your mat? It's from my family. You know you can't keep it. Master Yoda said we must avoid attachments. Well, I'm getting rid of it now. I can save my father with it. Then I'm coming with you. The decision I had made had not come from conviction. Still, I managed to convince Garen I should accompany her. I could not imagine a life without her kinship, her comfort. But as we approached the ship, I grew more and more unsettled, and not just because of my recent hasty choices. Obi-Wan, are you sure you want to do this? You don't... Something's wrong. Hey! Stop!
Eoden silver was more than enough when I thought you were just some street rat, Garen Rand, but then you and your chum here put on quite a display of keen ability. You know how valuable two Force-sensitive children will be in my service. Up the ramp, kiddies.
Garen, I'm afraid. Focus. The two of us together, we're more powerful than they realise. Garen, jump up this time. We're totally lost. No, the stars. We can follow them back to the temple. What stars? They're there. Trust me. I told you. You just have to know how to look. Let's get back to the temple. No, I can't. Just admit to me that you're afraid. This is fear, Garen. That's what this is. And you're giving into it. I have to help my father. I'm sorry. Take care of yourself, Obi-Wan. I know you can. May the Force be with you, my friend. And you, Garen Rand. Using the stars as my guide, I returned to the Jedi Temple alone that night. But I was joined by another almost as soon as I returned.
Gone she is.
I tried to get her to stay, but...
In your youngling clan, kept you safe she did. Watched over you. Do you know who will keep you safe now? Obi-Wan Kenobi. You. Think on this you will tonight. While this wisdom is still new to you.
I never saw Garen Rand again. I do not know what became of her, or whether she was able to save her father. My only hope is that she did not succumb to her fear. Just as I hope to continue holding back my own of what is yet to come.
And there you have it. That's the end of Book 1, A Youngling's Challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff. Ask me a message in the comments. I'd love to chat. If you want to see more, the videos are over on TikTok. I will put the link in the description. If you want to wait for the full upload, YouTube is the best place to come. But feel free to switch between both. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.